Hey everybody, it's Chloe Demure, your totally tubular 80s gal. She may be a little bit older, but she's still totally tubular and totally rad. So we've got an exciting video here today. It is right now, the 1980s, and we are going to be playing with the Wilma Fingerdoo new palette. So if you want to check this out, the brand, the info, and it's all, let's go for a totally rad and tubular ride. See you in a moment. Hey y'all, it's me, Chloe, and we've got an exciting one. We've got the Beautymoon Cosmetics presents Wilma Fingerdoo collab. So excited! So today our theme is the 1980s. I know it is not an 80s palette theme, but we will talk about that shortly. But let's take a quick look at this color story before we totally get into it. So, I got this today. Now you're thinking, what are with all these white spots? These house these sparkles. So we're going to go and pop them out, and here we are. Check it out. Is this not beautiful? And does this not scream 80s, my favorite decade? So we will be doing a hair and makeup of the 80s video, but today we are playing with this beauty here. So this was originally supposed to come out on May 22nd, the day before my birthday, but it is now coming out May 15th, and hopefully it's the same time, which is 6 p.m. Great Britain time, something like that. So anyways, but do check out Beautymoon for sure, because it's been getting such good I was gonna say reviews, response for this gorgeous palette. And of course it is from the best drag queen ever, Wilma Fingerdoo. I may be slightly biased, but there we go. So this is this beautiful palette here. And it is absolutely choice. Okay, so let's read a little bit about Wilma's color story here. So this is drag queen approved. So if you know Wilma, you know, you know. And but it is also good for the day walker. That would be me. So this palette would be good for your everyday, for your summer day, your 80s party. It is good for it all. So it says here the shades are buildable, including the black. Don't you know that I love a buildable black? Like, I love an intense black, but I like it to be buildable, because if it goes on too smack in the face, black and I, we're slowly getting together when it comes to eyeshadow, so I like a buildable one. And of course, the Beautymoon matte, if you've never used her black matte, Tori is on it. And let's see here. So this is basically a collab for Pride Month. Pride Month here is not everybody else's Pride Month. So June is coming up quickly, but in Vancouver it's in August. So there we go. Spread the joy, I guess. So there we go. So let's see what else we got here. It says here, the metallic shimmers are Celebration and the Multichrome Makeup Party and Queen Hello and Wilhelmina and Family are on a sheer base, so it can be used to enhance the mattes or pop the top. Seriously. I love it. If you're interested in this palette, I highly recommend running for it. Like I said, people are really excited about this. I think this is going to sell out really fast. If it does sell out really fast, there will be a restock, but you never know. It could take a few weeks, so you might want to get in on the ground floor. And if you do, you can use Fingermoon for 15% off. This is a British brand. It is one of my favorite brands. Tori, the owner, is absolutely adorable. And of course our beautiful Wilma. So there we go. So we're going to go and look at the names, and I've been given the inspiration for these names. So the first one we have here is a Kiki. It's a yellow. I love me yellow. My go-to look when I don't know what to do is a yellow. I'm sorry, the birds are on fire today. They always are when I film, but what can I do? I'm not locking them in the closet. So a Kiki is a word I use with things I think are fabulous. That's a Kiki beret. So that is this yellow shade here. Why don't we swatch them as we go along? So, and of course, my swatches are never good, so Wait for the eye look, but there we go. We've got Kiki. Oh, that's actually not too bad for a quick finger swatch in the yellow. So the next one is called a Celebration. It is this beautiful shimmery bronzy type shade here. It's called Cause It's Pride. Well, you know, pride is nothing if not shimmery and bright. Ooh, that is a beautiful. The next shade is called DQA and it stands for Drag Queen Approved, and it is in one of my other favorite eyeshadow colors, orange. I have three favorites, yellow, orange, and green. Those are my favorite colors all together. So there we go. That is a DQA. And the next one, of course, is Mwah! And this is how I sign off from my videos. And this is also a beautiful, oh, they're so soft to touch. I love a nice texture. So there we go. So it's like a silvery blue. I really like this. All right, and then next up we've got a makeup party, and it's because I put on makeup, it's always a party. Isn't it just? Like my name twin says, makeup can be therapy. It also can be a raving good time. So there, ooh, I really like this. This is makeup party. These two would probably look absolutely stunning together. So next up we've got side eye. Side-eye is in honor of my side-eye cam, which I haven't been using very much of late. Wilma, 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 get back on it. I love the side-eye cam. It's my favorite thing. And of course, it's in my favorite color, green. There hasn't been a green that I've met that I've not liked. And that is a beautiful. Yes, this is this one. We're getting some 80s vibes going. I live for the 80s. So the next one is called Queen Hello. And it says it's meant to be an explanation of the use of the word queen as a greeting amongst the dragoons. So there we go. So a drag queen greeting. Hey queen. And Wilma is our queen. So there we go. Ooh, this is be beautiful in an inner corner, and it would be really nice in the middle of a lip for some sparkle. All right, next up we have got Kitty. Ooh, that is a pink. That is definitely another 80s staple. So Kitty is, besides Queen Hello, because she's a whore for Hello Kitty, I know, I've sent her some things, which is how I say hello, but I don't want to tread on any trademarks. So there we go. There is Kitty. Then we've got Wilhelmina. And that is Wilma's amazing, stunning drag daughter. And she is absolutely hilarious. The two of them together are... Alrighty, so next we've got the shade Family. Oh, this is a beautiful blue. There is a lot of sparkle in here, but isn't that what drag queens do? They sparkle. So there we go. That is a Family, because that's what we're all at the end of the day. As if you really like people. I like staying home. Kidding. I like people. I like my friends. All right. So next we've got I Love a Parade. And this is a pride parade, of course. Actually, to be honest, don't like parades. Too many people. I like a more quiet event myself, but I have been in several pride parades and I've gone to pride parades, so they can be a lot of fun. I just have to build myself up to it. Alrighty, things that happen when you get old. The next thing is the ships at sea. Combined with Sweet Marie make up one of my favorite sayings. Sweet Marie and the ships at sea. This is also in a beautiful green color. And of course, I've made big swatches again, so I'm losing out of space, but it is kind of a turquoise. I do like that. And then we have Seriously. Of course, a Seriously needs to be black because Wilma is not happy if she doesn't have a beautiful black shade. So let's see how this baby swatches. She swatches good. So you got the pigmentation, but you can tell that she's a buildable baby. So like she says, of course, my signature saying. So then we've got Tan Line. And this is for those who like to strip down at pride. So that is, oh no, hold on. I'm out of order one here. Uh-oh. Sweet Marie. Oh, because this was in as part of Ships at Sea favorite saying. Okay, so that's why I'm one ahead. I'm like, how am I all this one ahead? Oh, we're going to pop you up here. I'm running out of space. Oh, wow. That is a beautiful brown, and it's nice and pigmented. Oh, that would be nice. See, you could still do a neutrally look, or if you have lighter brows. So then we have, yeah, so now we have tan line for those who like to strip down at a party. Toot, toot, toot. And then this is a beautiful blending shade. This would be good. Oh, it's my skin tone basically. This would be good for setting your eye primer as well. So that is really gorgeous. And then last, of course, we've got Party is for the obligatory white parties that happen during Pride. That's why it's the white shade. Alrighty, I'm running out of fingers here. I don't want to get messy in my white, so I'm just going to do that up here, and then here is Party. So there we go. Look at that. That is a beautiful palette. I'm very excited to play with this. And of course, there's great packaging. So I've already put on my base, but I got some other bright, fun colored things. We've got some Beautymoon things, and we're now going to get ready for a look. So I don't wreck my Wilma shirt. We will clean this off, and we will be right back. All right, let's do a look. I'm so excited to play this palette. And I got this in PR. I got this from Wilma herself, so I'm very excited to be chosen to have one of these beautiful palettes. Alrighty, so let's put on a little bit of our P. Louise base and then think what we're gonna do. Because I'm wearing pretty much all the colors. We've got ourselves some pink, we've got ourselves some yellow, we got ourselves some purple, we've got ourselves some black. We got some of the colors. So there we go. I'm so excited. I think this is definitely, because it's one of Wilma's favorite brands, one of Wilma's favorite brand owners, and mine. This is the perfect brand for her to collab with. And then she's got, the cover is by Denise Journeau. There you go. You can get shirts on Wilma's Redbubble. That's where I got to this one. I have 3 or 4 of her shirts. I love them. I have some that are the traditional t-shirts. I think I have one V, and I love this kind of scoopy look because it definitely gives you that flash dance vibe. So excited when this came in the mail today. Canada is again threatening a mail strike for May. So I was like, please, as long as this shows up in time, I'm good. If you want to see better swatches in different lights and things, I would assume Teresa Mulhern will be doing something. I saw her post something on YouTube. I've been very busy with work, and then I also decided to sprain my toe. So I've been in pain for days, so I haven't had a video in a while. But even though my toe is killing me, I want to do this video right away because I am so excited. Alrighty, so we are primed and ready to go, and now let's find out what we want to do. Got ourselves some Urban Decay all-nighter here. I've got some Beautymoon highlighters. I do have one liquid blush, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I have a lip gloss, but I want to do super bright, and some of the ones here are a little less so. And then I've got some different blushes, some fun lipsticks, some liners. So we're gonna have a go, and then we're gonna see, because I put my base on first, and normally I have no problem with fallout, what we're gonna do here. So I will try the black. I'm just going to do a little bit on the outer corner, so we're on to a serious. So excited, as you can tell, because I'm being very silly. Alrighty, so we're just gonna do some on the outer edge here. And to see, and yeah, see, it goes on very nicely, but you have a chance to nicely blend this out so that you can have it just be smoky, or you can have it as tense as you like. So I always have to test a new black. So now I have used Beautymoon blacks before. It is not new to me, but this is supposed to be impactful but blendable. So I want to test that out. Wilma said, put her through the paces, be honest. So that's what I'm going to be. So you will see if it turns out or not, but I think it's going to be just amazing. Let me know if you're excited to get to this palette. Again, it was supposed to come out May 22nd, but because everybody's been really excited about this, And you know, you want to make sure because she is in the UK. So if you're in Canada or the US or Mexico, you may need a little bit more time to get it. So having it a bit earlier will get it to you if you are celebrating Pride in June, because this is again in honor of Pride. This represents several different of the Pride flags. I believe the bear flag and the trans flag. But for me, this just feels so 80s. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, wow, this is like my vibe. So we're going with that. There we go. Yes, I love it. Perfect. All right, we got so many shimmers too, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to use, I guess I wish I use my favorite colors, yellow, green, and orange, because they go really well together. But I would also like to put in a little bit of pink. So I think we're going to put some pink to the near to the black. Then we're going to add some orange. So I think that is my game plan. So we're going to take the shade Kitty. So that is the matte pink in here. So we're going to take a little bit of that. And yeah, let's see, the turquoise is nice too. So let's try and put some of this through its paces and give us some color. I might put some of the turquoise on top. Let's see what we got here. So I'm blending the pink slightly into the black. Alrighty, so next up we are going to go into the orange. So that is the one that is Drag Queen approved. He's also been, I was on a staycation, so I came back to work on Thursday, and it's been chaos ever since. I finally am semi caught up. I'm just doing some of the things that have been on my dragging around on my list that weren't urgent, because I've been putting out fires at work since Thursday. So just in time for my claim season. I really like this orange. Like I said, I mixed the pink with the black, so it's a little less pinkish, but that's kind of what I wanted. And then we're going to go into the yellow, which is Kiki. And the shade is totally tubular. There's no spoon gag in here. Alrighty, very pretty. Can't wait to add some shimmers on top here. I think that's going to look amazing. Amazing. Alrighty, so now on to the bottom, I'm going to use the green that's called a side eye. So I'm going to see how that goes for, let's do the front part, in case we want to use another shade near the black. So we're going to put the green here. And that's a really pretty shade of green. I can definitely do a lot of looks with this palette. This is actually, I think, I would say the perfect summer palette. Here we go. So I think maybe we're going to take a bit of the purple. Let's kind of do all the colorful mattes. And then we're going to go into, it's called, what is it? I Love a Parade. And we're going to do that along the outer edge. So this brush has gone really weird. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Been such on a nostalgia kick lately. Prime just got Battlestar Galactica, the original, not the remake. That is garbage. You can fight me all you want in the comic section. I tried watching the first movie from it, but the original one, I am a big fan. There we go. Oh, this is fun. I'm gonna actually add a teeny bit more of the purple. I hopefully I don't need that brush. I kind of like the idea of this sticking out there. All right. So last up from the mattes, I think we've covered all the mattes. So of the colorful mattes, we are going to do that turquoise shade, and that is the Ships at Sea. So that is that one there. I'm going to do that along the top. So I'm just going to clean off this brush here. I did see that Cole of the Ball has a video out on this palette, so I will maybe try and check that out tonight as well. If I remember, I'll tag her. She's got a great little channel as well. She is from the UK. I don't have time tonight because, like I said, I'm stuck on the Battlestar Galactica. I can watch it while I work tomorrow. I always like to have a video or two on for sometimes for noise. Oh yeah, that is a pretty green. I like that. I think that was the right idea. So we're gonna add a little bit of that. Alrighty. That is fun. So we're going to take a little bit of the white and then we're going to use that for our brow bone. And again, the white is called a party. So I'm just going to do that. Great. So now let's look at the shimmers. So for the inner corner, let's start with that first. That would be maybe the easiest shade to pick. We are gonna go. I was thinking makeup party, but then I also like the idea of a celebration because I've got yellow there. So let's go with celebration. So that is that one there. We're gonna take it a little bit on a kind of like pencil-y brush here, and then give it a spray. Okay, I'm seeing a little there. I didn't grab that much. So let's grab a little bit more. Oh yeah, for an inner corner, I think that's nice. I think to give its full potential, it definitely does need to. If I do a neutral look at some point, I'll post that as well. We should try out the neutral shades as well. Alrighty, so we've got a shiny inner corner. So now let's see what we want on our lids. So I really did like this one that was called a makeup party. So for a refresher, it was this one here. It's kind of pinky with like a hint of orange, so that would look nice. Then we do have the bright Wilhelmina. So that would be nice too. That would maybe be nice to brighten that up a little bit. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I would want to put the blue on. So let's start with, yeah, we're going to take a little bit of Wilhelmina and we're going to put that over the pink that I used to blend the matte black. So let's take some of Wilhelmina. Oh, that is pretty. I think I'm going to put it right over on the black too. I think I'm going to. Again, we're testing this out. We want to do a fun look, but we also want to put everything through its paces. So there we go. Then we are going to go into makeup party. So that was that one there. And let's try that over the orange. Oh my gosh, look at that. It is slick. Ooh, that is, wow. Look at that. Ooh. That looks great. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go and I'm going to intensify that shade of there and the ones on the bottom lash line. Alrighty. That looks cute. Okay, we're gonna contemplate liner while we do the rest of our makeup here. So I'm just gonna pop this beautiful palette right there so we don't break it. We're good at things like that. All right, so we've got several different highlighters through Beautymoon. I've got their Enchantment palette. So it is this beautiful one here. And then I also have, and these are also thanks to Wilma, in this set here. So this one is in the shade Diablo. Oh, I tried cutting off my thumb, so it's still healing, so I'm trying to be very careful. So this is Diablo, and it is this fiery peachy shade. And then we have Eden, and then this one here is, oh, it's so beautiful. Is this a beautiful green-like shade? And then we have Fifth Day. Bear with me here. Fifth Day, and then this one is more pinky. These are both really nice. I think I would like to play with Eden. It's my favorite one of the three, so I think that's what I'm going to play with for highlighter. And then for blush, I do have this bright, these are very pretty too. I do have this bright orange blush, which might work. So I could do an orangey blush, or just because I love it, I have the P. Louise Cold Outside. Finally broke down. I got a great deal on Poshmark. It was brand new. And it's beautiful and bright pink. Since we've got pink on the outer eyes, I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do some pink. And I forgot a blush brush and a highlighter brush, so I'll be right back. Brushes acquired. Alrighty, so we're going to start with kind of a purpley, the purpley pink. So I'm going to go with that one there, and we're going to use that first. Ooh, I'm really liking this eye look. So colorful. Start with that blush, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the brightest, lightest pink up front, and underneath. I'm liking a full blush look here. What I like about this blush palette, I pretty much almost use every one of these blush shades. They just a little bit, each is a little bit different, but they merge into this really nice look. Alrighty. So next, we're going to do the highlighter. So again, we're going to use the one from Beautymoon. I think we're going to use Eden. I do like the Enchantment palette though, but yeah, a little bit of green to go with a little bit of the turquoise. Ooh, that's probably good to also to align. Ooh, maybe we should put some in there as well. And that was like a little bit on my nose. You know, highlighter isn't an 80s thing, but should have been. We should have been in the ones that invented it, really, honestly. Use the bright colory shades. Just add a little bit of shimmer, not too much, because I don't want to take away from the color from the turquoise from the palette, but a little bit of shimmer on top. Why not go for all the sparkles, right? Okay, so I do have some fun liners. I have a, oops, well, at least it fell right to my foot. I have a couple of fun blue ones. I have a green one. I have a couple of yellow ones. But I really don't want to wreck this look. I think it looks really, really good. I wonder if I can just add a little bit of the green. Let me do that. This one is, oh yeah, so this is Cool Story. This is, where did I get this from? Oh, I got this I won this in a box. I think there are more that I won quite a few colors, but I don't know where the rest of them are. But I'm going to stick this in my waterline. So we've got the green up front there. My blue has a little stamp. Alrighty, there we go. And then for lips, I thought we would do a super bright pink. But before then, let's pop out a little mascara. I was thinking lashes, because Wilma loves lashes, but I mean, look at this eyeshadow. Okay, so, and then last but not least, some bright pink lips. I don't have a lot of bright pink lipstick. It's usually red, neutral, or wonky colors. So this is from Fenty Beauty. So in the shade Unlocked. Hopefully it's still good. I've had it for quite a while. Oh no, we're good. Alrighty, look at that. Are we nice and bright? So I think we're going to let this tone down a little. I did have this one here, which is beautiful. It's like a multi-chromey gloss that I got from Beautymoon last year. So pretty. But doesn't quite go with the 80 vibe that I wanted to go with. So I think let's take from our palette, let's pop on a little bit of Wilhelmina on top. So I'm going to take a little bit of that one. And this is such a smooth formula, you don't have to worry like you're feeling like you've got grit on your lips like you can with some shimmer shades. But not with these. And there we go. There is our look with the Beautymoon Cosmetics presents Wilma Fingerdoo. Look at it, it's gorgeous. But yeah, cover art by Denise Journeau. There we go. And there's that color story again. Hopefully did it some kind of justice. Right, nice and bright, just like the palette. So there we go. Again, it is May 15th. Like I said, I believe it was 6 p.m. Great Britain time, but I would double check because I'm so bad with time zones. But this is a perfect little palette. And as Wilma would say, drag queen approved and daywalker approved. There we go. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can do things all 80s and be totally tubular 80s girls together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.